Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of Crypto Bellwether. Let me ask you a question. What happens if 2 months from now we wake up and we see on the cover of the New York Times, Ripple loses against SEC? What do you think is going to happen? What's the best case scenario and what's the worst case scenario? Well, we're going to dig into that in this video because quite frankly, whether you want to hear it or not, in my opinion, you need to understand what we're dealing with so you can make an informed decision of whether you should go ahead and sell your XRP now, if you should buy more, are you going to hold it after the announcement? I need all that information, and that's who I am. I'll go down the rabbit hole. I'm non-biased. I just want to gather the information. I will form an opinion, which I will share with you guys, but this is non-biased. We're just going to go over the good, bad, and the ugly. Now, before we get into that, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us out a lot, and we do appreciate it. We want you to be part of this community. So go ahead and subscribe, mash that notification, and at the end, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm going to try not to get political, but I want you to let me know what you think because there might be a lot of things that could happen that I'm just not aware of. Now, in this video, we're going to only talk about if Ripple loses across the board. They are designated a security, and that means they are now under the SEC regulation, and now the SEC has set a precedent for the entire crypto market. What is that going to look like? What impact will that have? We're going to go over all that. So let's get into it. So let's say we wake up tomorrow morning on the cover of the New York Times. It says Ripple loses lawsuit against SEC. Probably going to say something like biggest fine in history. Now let's start with the best case scenario with an outright loss. So they come under the SEC regulation. They are now a security. In a fair, just world, it should look something like this. I could understand that they want to hit them with the biggest fine probably in history, right? And the reason being the SEC took a lot of hits to its reputation, rightly so, by the way, and it's cost them a lot of money, and it's cost them a lot of political clout or lack of it. So I get that. But we still want to be just and do what's right with the American people. Now remember, this is best case scenario if they lose. So they hit them with a fine. They probably are going to hit the exchange, all the American exchanges that sold them, going to hit them with a fine. Hopefully they will not hit the American people with a fine. They could confiscate our crypto and just say you can't sell it. Or it would just, make it so that Americans can't buy it, right? Like even though we own it, like I do, and you probably do, that they say, hey, you can't, we're going to pass a law that Americans can't trade on different exchanges. So you can't even get out from under it. That could happen. But quite frankly, guys, that would be the best case scenario. Now, how would that affect crypto and all the other, 20,000 tokens? Well, 95% roughly of all tokens kind of did this exact same roadmap as far as ICOs or pre-sales or foundations or token allocation. They're all very damn similar. If you go tit for tat, it's hard to say that if Ripple is a security that, say, Ethereum isn't. Now let's talk about that because obviously that is the most important one. Because let's think about it. Bitcoin's the only safe haven, if there is one, in crypto as far as regulation. It's already, the SEC agrees that it is a commodity, and so does the IRS. We're good to go. Bitcoin. Now, they've roughly said that Ethereum is that, but, and the old SEC kind of agreed with it, but the new SEC guy, he hasn't agreed to it. He hasn't really, he's kind of skirted that. But let's think about this. If he could wake up, the SEC could wake up after that and do exactly what they did to Ripple, to Ethereum. They could say you can't trade on any American exchange. It gets delisted tomorrow. You can't move. You can't get your tokens. You can't sell. It just crashes down to, $100. That could happen, guys. But now look at the effect. Now this is worst case scenario, but think about this, guys. Look at the effect if they did it to Ethereum. Not a lot of cryptos were sitting on top of Ripple. But look what sits on top of Ethereum. I mean, it's unbelievable what their ecosystem is. Look at all the DeFi. Look at like Polygon, all the things that it does. I mean, it's endless, guys. It would just wreck everything. Crypto would not look the same after that. I mean, they're literally, I don't know how many, maybe out of 20,000, there might be 100 tokens, which out of that 100, probably 80 are irrelevant, that did not do like an ICO or a pre-sale or have someone, that started the foundation, etc., etc. There might be a handful. So it would change the world as we know it. Now, crypto would still go on everywhere almost except China and America, which isn't that disgusting that we'd be in the same boat. And believe me, that's where they're trying to take us, in my opinion. So, and then, guys, right out of the gate, if they wanted to just shut everyone down without even putting much effort in, they could just hit crypto. They could, even if they came out, they could say something like this. Everyone's at, 95% of you guys are under the SEC now, right? And here's your fine. Your average coin that's not, let's say, in the top 200, there's no way in hell they could pay, say, a $2, $4, $5 billion fine. Couldn't do it. Be over like that. Anyway, guys, I know that sounded kind of negative, but those are some of the things that we could think about. They could even fine us. I mean, it's no telling. It could get really, really ugly. And unfortunately, guys, and I'm not going to get political, but we've seen how disgusting the American government can be. Look what the FBI has done. I mean, it is just disgusting. Right now, and again, not getting political, because we all need to stick together in the crypto community, guys. But right now, look what they're doing to number 45. They invaded his house this morning. And here's the plan. We go after this small thing and we seize his computer, and then we dig into it and find out, what he did in the White House. Guys, it's a new precedent. It's the most crooked, fudging things we've ever seen. But then the FBI overlooks what happened to Hillary, and then overlooks what happens to Biden's son. We catch them all the time. And again, not getting into politics, but it's bullshit. And as Americans, guys, law is law. What's good for one should be good for all of us. You know whose husband just got pulled over? He won't do any time. He won't even get a fine. That will fade away. But if me and you get pulled over, our ass is going to jail. And that's bullshit. And I don't care how you vote. Now, that being said, on a positive note, guys, I don't know if you've ever been to John Deaton's website. Now, the cool thing about this website, yes, it's set up mainly for the XRP holders and just being informative. But look, guys, as a crypto community, we can all go to crypto-law.us. If you can't find it, just type in John Deaton's website. It pops up. But look right here, guys. Check this out. This is really cool. Now, stay with me, because this is more positive. But see that button right there? See that? Look at that, guys. Connect to your congressman. I've used it a lot. Here's the thing. All you have to do, put name, email, and your message, hit send. they transfer it to whoever your congressman is in your district or in your state. It's as simple as you can. It doesn't have to have anything to do with XRP. So if you're Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. If you are in crypto and you stand for crypto, go to that website, send them an email and say, hey, regulate the correct way. Quit stopping technology from moving forward. Make America a front runner in crypto. Give us some damn regulation so we can rock and roll and rule the world. Wall Street, if you work on Wall Street, if you have any power at all, get busy, guys. It's time for all of us to stand together as a crypto community. And I say this with love, guys. I know it tends to be tribal, but look, we can all win. This is a competition, but it's like a goodwill competition. Like, you know, when I played Little League Baseball as a kid, no matter what the score was, no matter how bad you got beat, you shook hands at the end, went and had pizza and ice cream. That's the way the world should work, guys. It's not about the XRP army or the Volt Inu army or the Bitcoin maximalist or, oh, I'm with Ethereum, I hate Solana. That's all BS, guys. May the best one win. That's it. And they can all win, guys. They can all win. So that being said, guys, I'm going to end on a positive note. I got you back, guys. One thing you can always depend on me for, I'm going to tell you the good, bad, and the ugly. I am non-biased. Now, after I go down the rabbit hole and I get the good, bad, and the ugly, I will give you my opinion. You don't have to use it and take it with a grain of salt. It's never financial advice. But if you want to know if you should be stacking or you should be staying out or something's good or something's bad, guys, I'm just going to tell you the bold-faced facts as I know them. And if they change or if you can change my mind, I'll create a video immediately. I'm always that way. Guys, I know I'm not a financial advisor or any of that, but I think of your money like I think of my money. And I got to have all the information to make informed decisions. That's why I did this negative video. I don't want it to be negative, but that's why I did it. Because it's something you got to think about. Because, guys, the world, look what's happened with Terra. And look at all these scams. Guys, I am learning so much from these developers I've met about how things can really work. It's absolutely terrifying. Look, crypto is risky as hell in the best case scenario. But the risk reward to me is great. I can't be more excited. All I want is damn regulation, that we need regulation so we can move forward. Hopefully it will be light on the touch. Hopefully XRP will win. Ripple will win this court case. And they take, and I'm not getting into what's the good part because you need to, look, I got 2 more videos. I've got the one about what happens if we settle and what happens if they absolute win. That's a fun one to watch because it's all positive. But I forgot where I was going with it, guys, so I'll just end it right here. Please hit that like button and subscribe and come back.